What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Camino Corner. Today I got my boy Cargo with me. He owns a company called Another Failed Art Project. He does amazing clothing. I got pieces from him in the past from his other company.
One of many.
One of many. We actually spoke about it on the very first episode of Camino Corner. So I was like, you know what? It'd be great to have my boy come on and dive into how he got into creating clothing. So I'm going to have Cargo start by telling you a little bit about himself, and then we'll get into the questions.
Well, where do I start, really? I'm from Richmond Heights, down south.
Yes, sir.
The deepest
Exit
you can
16.
go, low-key. Yeah, exit 16. Now they're trying to make it 18.
Yeah, crazy.
That's about it. I just grew up regular, really, to be honest. Football. I was short, though, so I ain't play it forever.
Same.
You feel me? I got tall like 11th grade. I'm like, all right, well, that's over with.
Nah, I feel you.
But I never really liked school. It was too slow, so I'm like,
You felt like you knew too much already? And they were teaching the same stuff?
Yeah, I saw some weird stuff as a kid, like very young, like third, fourth grade.
All right.
So then, like after that, I kind of was just like, it's not really the world, like the real world. So
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever,
Now I get that completely. What got you into creating clothing?
So my mom know how to dress real good. Like, so when I was a kid, my mom would like not dress me what she did when I was a kid, but like it got like to a point I'd be like, Mom, how does this look? And she'd be like, no, this look straight, or change this. I'm like, all right, for sure. So like middle school, I started like doing like whatever I wanted with my clothes.
Yeah.
Like before bleaching became a thing, like
You was bleaching
I was
stuff?
already bleaching stuff. I used to have like one pants leg, one color, then the other one. Then I cut it. Then I had like one long leg, one short leg. Then I went both short legs. Like,
For
I don't
sure.
know. Like I just used to try random stuff, and then I used to do the whole Mitch Mac shoes.
Oh, I remember that.
Like, I used to just do a bunch
Yeah.
of random stuff until like it started like, wait, hold on, I like this. But it's more than just for me, like doing clothes. I have a problem with like creating, like period. I just like making stuff.
I get that. I want to talk about a piece that I mentioned on this show before that I definitely want to see you bring back. I actually saw you post something the other day involving that piece.
Yeah.
Your sex sells piece.
Yeah.
I personally love that piece. I got two of them. I got the Hurricanes colored ones, and then I got like a gray and pink one.
Okay. Yeah. I think.
What was your
I
inspiration?
did it twice. Okay, so with that, like people that know me, they know I research a bunch of random stuff. Like, I got like 300 tabs open on one phone.
Yeah.
I have 3 in my pocket, but like I got literally like 300 on one phone, and I just randomly research stuff. So one day I was just doing like homelessness like research, and I was like, hold on, like I dove deeper into it, like damn, like it did with a lot of children, and like how does that happen? And I think about like foster care and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, I used to live behind a foster care, like a foster home in my neighborhood. So I was friends with those kids. I'm like, damn, like some of these kids never like get a family and stuff. So I just was like, damn, it kind of connected to me. So I just used my brain. Sex sales. I used like the Pornhub theme.
Yeah.
Then if you like the back of it, it's like an arcade, like Vegas vibes, like with the coins and stuff. Like yeah, man, like I kind of like to make stuff that matter to me though.
I get that. And like I said on the first episode of Kilo, the message on that shirt was touching. So
yeah, man.
you see the front of the shirt, it's like, oh, that's just regular shit.
Yeah.
But then you see the back, you're like, oh, it's deep.
That's kind of what I went for when it came to that. But it's kind of like came organically. I have like a bunch of ideas similar to that, but I haven't like put them out.
Yeah.
You know.
So what are you working on right now as far as with building the new brand? Like, what's your goals?
Now, so the name itself, first of all, I got the name from my cousin, Kilo. I got it from him.
Shout out to Kilo.
We used to have, like, he tell me about myself, like, when I need to, because, like, I kind of don't be talking a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, he'll tell me, like, you got it. Like, you got something. All right, cool. So I need a new name. Then he just was like, I thought of this, but I don't know if they got it on Instagram. And he said, like, Another Failed Art Project. And we're on the phone. I just typed it in.
Yeah.
Then it worked. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're doing that. Like, because if you know me, like you do, I've had literally, like, 3 different brand names.
Yeah.
And so when he said it, it kind of hit me like, damn, like, Another Failed Art Project, apparently, like, damn, like, but.
Kilo be having them gems, man.
No, for sure. And then it also helped me use, like, stuff I never got to put out.
Right.
Because, like, with that type of name, I don't have to have a real direction with, like, as in, like, designs. I can kind of make whatever I want. And that's kind of what I need to do, because having, like, a set, like, theme doesn't work for me, because my brain, like, what I think about changes, like, every day.
I get that.
So it's like,
Another design that you did early that would fly like heavily now and it shows me that you really be ahead of your
Is
time.
it the
Pop your
Oprah?
ops.
Oh, that'll never die. That's
Yeah, so you came up with that design early, and then everybody got on the Bass Pro Shop hats.
yeah.
And I was like, Cub been on this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you was really ahead of your time on that one.
I would never get rid of that design because of like how everybody just wears Bass Pro Shop. People, like I remember the first time I went to Bass Pro Shop, there was people walking around with guns. I'm like what?
It's different
And
here.
then my homie like, yeah, this kind of just what it is
Yeah.
in here. I'm like, okay, like and then I just thought about where I come from. Like I changed the Bass to a Marlin.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of just some Florida, Miami stuff.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna ask you something that I also asked Kilo. Since you own a company, what 3 companies in South Florida other than your own do you rock with heavily and get inspiration from?
So fun fact, I don't wear nothing that I didn't make or my homies didn't make. Like
I'm knowing.
I can't do it. It's just weird. Like the most I would do is like my shoes, my pants. Other than that, I try to figure it out. But obviously Perico, like obviously, like that's
Right.
a given. Glass House, that's a given.
Yes,
Buttons
sir.
brand, that's a given.
Yes, sir.
Like that's all I wear. Like if it's not that, I don't wear nothing else.
And they all make fire pieces.
Like
Shout out to all of them: Kilo, Jack,
Yeah.
Two Tone.
I can't help it. Like, cause I just moved back to the city.
Yeah.
So like now, like my brain is like, okay, like this is where I need to be apparently. But when I see them, it's like I gotta make something.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like I can't do nothing without like okay, if I go outside, I'm wearing something I made. Like, period.
That's a blessing too.
Yeah, I take that very seriously. Even my socks, like now that's why I made like normal socks. So I
Yeah.
can just wear them. Like, all right, I wake up, just put on some regular white or black socks. Like, something easy.
And it's your brand on the socks.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's like
that you're your own. You're basically you're a walking billboard for yourself.
yeah. That's kind of why I say like it's not even about clothes for me because I
Yeah.
just like making like everything. Like I do lemonade, I do smoothies sometimes. Like, I know how to cook. Like I make music when I feel like it.
Yeah.
Like cause I just want you to have it.
I feel that.
Like if you know, like I give away a lot of stuff. Like I'll make it, I'll push it for like a month, and then after that, I'm like you can really take it. I don't care because I
Yeah.
just want you to have it. So you're like, oh, like where you got that from? Like this dude. Another
I don't know if
PR
you
project.
saw. I actually wore one of your pieces on episode 4. I had on the Mids University sweater. So
And
they've seen your stuff before.
that's a classic too.
Yeah.
Like that was mid stuff. Kilo made that design.
That's crazy.
So
I didn't
it's
even know
like,
that.
It'd be I just I sit on a lot of stuff because when I first started, it's always about funds. Like I couldn't do 50 pieces.
Okay.
So I do 20, 25. And they
Yeah.
would fly so fast. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I'll do it again. And I just kept doing that. Then it got to a point I got a job at Hialeah Printing. And then I got real close with the owner, Mike.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, okay, well, you work here. So what day you going to pick to make your clothes? So I was all right, Wednesday. So every Wednesday I had some new stuff.
That's dope.
So like I became a Walmart. So
That's
it kind
what's
of
up.
didn't feel like I didn't feel as if the city felt like it mattered anymore. Like, oh, he gonna make something new anyway, like,
Because people like those limited drops.
Yeah, and that's what I learned. That's why I got so much stuff that's just in the vault. So
Yeah.
I'm like even the stuff I posted, what was that? Like 4 days ago. Like I've had that for 2 years.
Oh wow.
And I was like, okay, well, let me change it. Let me
Yeah.
put the AFAP on it. Because that's what it is. It's another
Yeah.
PR project. I've had it for so long. Nobody knew. It was like, okay, I'll just, it got salty on it.
That's the dope thing about it. Yeah, I saw it was salty. And people like you said, if people didn't know about it, then it's not a problem. But what you do with art is basically what I do with music.
Right.
Like I have songs that have dropped that were made years
ago.
prior.
Yeah.
Like I dropped Jordan Pippen during the pandemic, and I had a whole rollout for it that failed because of the pandemic. But I had made that song probably 6 years prior to that.
Damn,
Yeah, I wrote it during the
6?
All-Star game.
Damn.
Yeah.
6 years is crazy.
Yeah.
I
It,
got some stuff like that, but damn. Like I got music like that.
Yeah,
I've
it was
had
it was
for
to the
years.
point where I had a vision for it, and I was supposed to get an artist on it, and that artist ended up changing the way that they do music now. Very big artist now. I'm not gonna say the person's name when
Right,
you talk
right.
off the air.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went from being a rapper to making like R&B music. But the type of R&B he makes is very high pitched, and because of him changing, I was like, damn, I can't get him on this song anymore
Right.
because it wouldn't fit the vibe. And I was like, I don't know who to put on it, so I put it on the back burner.
Right.
Yeah, so I see what you're doing with the art, and that's the dope thing. Like, just because something isn't being used in that moment doesn't mean that you can't use it later on.
Yeah. I've spent a lot of money on designs. Like a lot.
I believe it.
Because my brain, see what God did. My dad know how to draw. My sister know how to draw.
Yeah.
I can't. I can sketch something for you, but
Okay.
my brain, I can verbalize whatever I want. I can picture it. So it's like I take it that deep. Where it's all right, cool. I'll tell you what color I want this arm, the fingernail color, how I want them to look. Like, I can tell you all of that stuff, but I can't draw. So once I spend the money on it, it's gonna get used
I feel you.
eventually. I'm gonna use it because it's
See,
like, why not?
I like the fact that you said that. That on the last episode I had 8 Ball, and we were talking about people knowing how to differentiate when they need to do something and when to pay somebody to do something.
No, for sure. I have no problem paying anybody to do nothing.
So you saying that I completely get that because I'm the person. I'll pay somebody to do it quick, fast, and hurry if I know that they'll do it, but not.
Especially if that's your expertise. Like, why not? Like, I'll let myself down. I'm gonna get mad, but I'll gladly pay you. How much? I'm not gonna haggle the price or nothing. What is it? You can do it. You sure you can do it? All right, here's the money.
And as long as it looks like what you wanted it to look like, it's not a problem.
I never really had that problem. Like I'm a pay up front type of person too. Like, oh, you can give me a deposit now. Like, I really don't want to give you a deposit. I just give you the whole thing because then I'll get like into my life. Oh yeah, I gotta pay you. Now I'm stressed out.
You don't gotta worry about it on the back end at all.
It works, but I've had like situations where like I pay you, and then it's like, oh, it'll be done this day, and it's not done for another 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, like, what are we doing?
See, I have those type of problems sometimes, but it depends on who I'm working with.
Right.
Like my graphic designer, who also has been on this season. If me and her have a date and she can't make it, I'm like, okay, I understand you got life going on, so just get it to when you can.
Right.
But if it's like somebody that I'm not as familiar with and I don't know what your situation is, if I'm paying you for a service, I expect it to be done
100%
on a specific date.
100%.
Yeah.
Let's just say the people I've had that problem with, I've never worked with them again.
Oh, same. Yeah.
It's like you burnt. Like,
no, for sure. And I'm big on relationships. So like if I work with you and we build like a good rapport, you're good forever with me.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't really like a lot of people, so I have to do it like that because like, you know.
No, I get that completely. You brought some pieces. I want you to show the people some of the pieces that you are coming out with right now, or that you've come out with.
Like some light stuff.
Yeah.
Cause so this is what I posted the other day. Like if you look at it, right, like you can see the salty in it. Like, that was
I see it.
You feel me? That was a photo shoot. That was done. I wasn't even here when it was done. Like it was like somebody. I tapped in with somebody, and that's what they do. And they're like, I can handle it. I'm like, all right. And they did everything.
That's what's up.
Send the merch. Even this one, so it's like that's from the same shoot, right? But I got it pixelated because you know how some people, like when I was a kid, I didn't really have this problem. My friends had this problem. You buy a shirt with a girl on it. Mom like, don't wear that.
Yeah.
Like, nah. So I got it pixelated. You know what it is.
No, for
you
sure.
Know.
For sure.
Your mom don't know. You know. Something cool. This is like some stuff I made a long time ago. And so, for instance, like I said, I make stuff that like matter to me.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm pro-black, but I care about like a lot of like different people.
That's
right?
real.
So when I was in school, they pushed Anne Frank on us, and I fell for that. Like like damn, like that's tough. Like I was that age.
Yeah.
You know?
That was like middle school.
Right. I couldn't imagine like damn, like having to live a life like that. You know. So I made just some casual stuff. You can wear it anywhere you want. So I got Anne Frank on here. Emmett Till is in here somewhere, and this girl that not many people know, Latasha Harlins. She got killed in like 92.
In L.A.
Yeah.
With the Korean lady.
Yeah, and I was like, people don't know that. So when I tell them, they're like,
if y'all don't know what that is, Tupac actually wrote a song about her. She went into a convenience store to buy some orange juice, and she was accused of stealing, and the owner of the place shot her.
Yep, dead, which is crazy.
That's wild, bro. I didn't even know you had all the people on that design.
Yeah. Then I added the castaway face just because it just kind of felt like it fit the vibe.
Yeah.
You know? Just fit the vibe.
The Wilson handprint.
You know. Obviously some casual socks.
Yes, sir.
Casual. You can wear these everywhere. It ain't nothing
That's
crazy
clean.
on there. I got the step how you step on there.
That's fire.
That's, I just like to put little things together.
Yeah.
Also this too. I really like this color.
I love that you did that. As soon as I saw it, I was like...
So I was informed by my cousin, right, that I picked the craziest colorways.
Yeah.
And I didn't know until I thought about it. Like, well, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right.
But there's something to be worn by everybody.
Right.
And
That's my theory.
you had a reason behind doing it.
Right, for sure. For sure. I learned this is my thing now, right? If I make something and the first shoe I think of is forces, I might have to change it.
Okay.
Because you can wear forces with anything. If that's the first option, like forces, like I might need to, kind of change it around, make it more accessible to other people who don't want to wear that. That's kind of where I'm
valid.
at now, yeah.
I like the way that you come with your color schemes. Same thing with Kilo. Me and Kilo have had this conversation multiple times. Like when he came out with the dirty white sweatsuits, I was like, bro, you snap. Because I like when people make me like question
Right.
the outfit.
Right. Like, what am I gonna do
Yeah.
with this? Yeah, for sure.
Because,
For sure.
like you see, I got on black and white right now. It's basic. This is
Cool,
me on like some chill
something
stuff.
cool. Yeah, right.
But when I'm going out, I like to have things that are like, somebody's gonna see me and be like, where did you get that? Like I wore a sweatsuit from Kilo to a Heat game one night. Shout out to Two Tone. I saw Two Tone at that game that night too. That's a damn good game. But I had multiple people ask me like, "Yo, where did you get that sweatsuit from?"
That's the
And I
best
love
feeling.
that. Yeah, because then I could put my homies on. I'm like, "Oh,
Right.
this is my homie stuff." You can holler at him and get on his page and talk to him about it.
Somebody, I was watching an interview. I forgot who it was, but even when like that happens to me, I don't even tell people it's mine or like my cousins. I'm like, this is like a little low key brand. 'Cause if you tell people that it's yours or like somebody
Yeah, then
you know,
they're
they
funny
kinda
about
don't
it.
really want it. But if you're like, oh, you know, like it's a little low key brand that's starting up, they're like, oh, like that's kind of hard. Like, what's the Instagram? And then I get caught when you look at the Instagram and you see me. And
I mean,
like,
it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah,
But you know, at that point, you already got the
Right.
engagement. You know, that's
Yeah.
all I care about for real.
I feel that.
That's it.
So we're going into 2025. What goals do you have for the company for next year?
I'm not gonna lie, I say this every year, but I was gone for 4 years. But I went around like Art Basel. I'm never here. I haven't been here for 4 years for Art Basel. And even before that, because I'm a dad, I got an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be like in the area to be there. So my goal, honestly, just next year to be able to like be involved in that, like in some way. I don't care what it is. Like
I feel that.
some way, do a little kickback there. We could.
We're going to talk
something,
about that
you know?
because we already got things that we spoke about
Right.
as far as linking up the homies and stuff like that. I actually spoke with 8-Ball about doing like a showcase with some artists, and we haven't set a date. I would love to do something for Art Basel next year, so we can get like
That
the
means,
homies
like,
as
yeah.
vendors and
Yeah,
get a couple artists that I know
For sure.
to come in and do like
sure.
pieces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be really good for the city for
I know
certain.
chefs too, so like I gotta be around food. Man.
Yeah, I feel that.
Man,
I
if
got the
you know
homie in the
me-
back. He is chef.
If
Like,
you know me, Jesus, I eat everything. There's nothing I don't eat,
Mm.
and I like to just So anything I do, it gotta be food involved. Like
I feel that.
just cause like, I gotta let people know, like I don't just make clothes.
Yeah, nah, that's
I do
real.
A lot of stuff. Bro.
That's real. But I feel like everyone we've mentioned tonight is kind of like that, where they do
Yeah.
other things.
I think it's a Miami thing.
I could see that.
Because when I was in Tampa, not taking nothing away from Tampa, but like I didn't really run into me a lot.
Okay.
Like I didn't at all.
Yeah.
I run into somebody I'm cool with, and we have this in common.
But it's just that one
you
thing.
know?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I can only hang out with you in this light. But when I came back home, it's like I haven't been angry once since I've been back in here.
That's solid.
It's just like I know what I'm doing. Like I know who, like like the people I mess with, I've been messing with them. Even when I left, it was like, oh, like what you on? Like
Yeah.
I was a mailman.
Yeah. So
That
you
was my
saying
dream
that?
job as a kid. Like,
For real?
Yeah, I wanted to be a mailman since I was 9.
How did you enjoy it?
I love being a mailman. I was walking 12 miles a day.
That's beautiful.
But like, it wasn't really tough because I used to talk to my cousin for like a whole
Yeah.
8 hours, like on the phone. Like,
Yeah.
we just used to shoot the shit. That's why now that I'm back, it's like everything we talked about is happening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love being a mailman. I just had to, come back and be a real father like I used to be.
I feel that
You get-
completely.
You
Yeah.
get boring when you're away from your kids.
Bro, I can't fathom being away from mine.
Yeah, I did it for 4 years.
I was I've been telling everybody this season I'm in the process of leaving one of my jobs right now, and one of the main reasons is because I hate when my kid wakes up in the morning and sees me getting ready for work, and he's like, "You going to work?" Yeah, that bothers my soul,
Yeah,
bro. I'll be
man.
ready to call out like, "Fuck this job."
Fun fact: when I was a fresh dad, like very early, at one point, like when my son got like 8 months, I started seeing him like attempt to walk,
Yeah.
like crawl a little bit. I quit my job for a month until he walked.
Hey, I don't blame you.
And I got he stood
Yeah,
up. in
you
front
don't
of
wanna
me.
miss
he
that.
walked the first time in front of me. Like I had to be there. 'Cause
I was
there's
blessed to see
certain
that
stuff,
too.
like, bro. Like, nah, it's not even about that. Like the kids just be wanting you to be there.
No, definitely.
You can have money.
I have this one thing where I always say I can't be your friend if you're a deadbeat parent.
Oh yeah, you're
And
burnt.
And I've been that way before I even had a kid. Like I'm talking about like 20 years old. If I know you don't take care of your kid, I can't rock with you.
Like, what-
You
I
can't
don't
be
know.
around me.
I don't even see how people do that.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. Like you made somebody like they came out of your body.
And
That's
you can't.
weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know. I think it's because we were raised different. I guess. Because I don't know. I could never.
And also, I feel like some people just go against the grain with how they was raised. I know a lot of people, and I know their parents. I know like their grandparents, because they know my grandparents. It's like it ain't not that. I'm like what happened? We went to the same schools,
And
we
you
went
just
to,
fell
like,
through the cracks.
like damn, like that's kind of weird. Like I don't know. I let people live their life though, but I would not be your friend if you
Nah,
think of your
exactly.
Kids. If you're not
Like,
thinking of your kids,
like I'll see y'all hit you with a head nod, but that's about
that's it.
Yeah.
No, what you? I'm not on
Nah.
nothing, brother. I'm not on nothing.
Go take care of yours.
On the G's, I ain't on nothing. Like,
Like I feel like I could just freestyle with you with this, so I'm not even asking questions off of nothing.
yeah, man, this is easy.
Exactly.
This is easy.
It's easy when you're doing it with the homies, like for
Right,
sure.
Right.
So you and Kilo have done multiple collaborations in the past. You were telling me off air that y'all are planning to do something. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Is it easier when the two of y'all collaborate, or is it easier when y'all do stuff on your own?
So boom, like we and him have. First of all, like I've said 1,000 times, he said that's my cousin.
Yes.
So like we've been around each other for years. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we used to be in the jerking crew together. Like not
Okay.
many people know that, but we were. So it's like a lot of stuff just kind of be naturally from the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
So like like at one point I used to make my designs, but I would stop asking him because he has his own brand. I'm like, all right, like whatever, I wait.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, it's like okay, we think similar, but also very differently.
Right.
So say for instance on the collaboration, he'll say an idea, I'll say an idea, and then we'll meet in the middle somehow, right? But if I'm making something for myself, I still ask him like, what you think about this?
That's
'Cause
true.
his opinion is like, okay, cool, like all right, because if you will wear it, I know somebody else will wear it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how we looking at things, and like vice versa. He asked me, and I'm like, no, that's hard, or like, I don't know. And he's like, okay.
But that's cool because y'all could be genuine with each other.
No, for sure.
And it's not gonna be no feelings
No,
involved.
he tell me about myself with no problem, and like that's what I need. Like I don't.
No, he famous for that. He'll tell you.
Nobody
I don't
around
rock
me
with that.
does that. Like nobody. Like
But-
nobody.
Man, I always say like you need at least one person in the crew that's not a yes man.
Yeah, I got a group of those. None
That's
of those
beautiful.
motherfuckers, they be like, bro, hell no.
That's beautiful.
I'm
No-
like, all right, if that's how you feel. They're like, bro, that's pride of you. I'm like, okay, whatever.
For me, I got a homegirl named Amber that she's like that. First time I met her, she came to a studio session and it was our other homegirl had a song that she wanted me to get on. She wanted me to do the hook on it.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna go in and freestyle the hook. I freestyled the hook and I hated the hook. But I'm gonna ask everybody in the studio what y'all think.
What y'all think is harder?
Everyone's like, oh, it's cool. Amber was like, hell no.
Nah.
And I was like,
Delete it.
I fuck with you.
Right.
Come to find out later on, me and her got the same birthday.
Right, see?
Like we really in sync. So I definitely I respect you and Kilo having that relationship.
You're doing your peoples around you a disservice if you don't do that.
No, for sure.
Because, like, then they going to put their money and their heart into something.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, you knew it wasn't it. So you're not really going to support it. You're like,
That's true.
I mean, I guess.
I got my homie D Shim, who's a producer
Oh, I know
and
Shim.
engineer.
I've
Shim is,
been in there before.
yeah, Shim is like that too. Shim, I remember the first time when I was recording Checkup, which is a song that I hate. I made it as a joke.
Yeah.
But I went to record it. And I recorded like a couple other things prior to that song that day. And I started recording Checkup and Shim was like, stop. He goes, bruh, I've never heard you sound like this, but I love it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Now you're looking at the room like, wait a minute, I might have something. Yeah.
And he was the one to tell me, he's like, nah, bro, like you got to put this song out because you don't usually rap like this,
Right.
but you can easily rap like this.
Right,
yeah.
for sure.
So you need that balance in your life for sure.
Yeah. I got a homie like that with my music. Babyface Combs.
Okay.
And, cause
I think I seen Kilo post him before.
Yeah, me and him also went to middle school together, and like with my music, me and him being homies. So what I would do, I would just pay him for just to be in there. Like I don't care if he don't have any sessions. Obviously, he's not gonna make me pay just to sit in there with him. But
Yeah.
I'll be chilling. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna rap today, and I'll pay him or whatever, and then I'll bullshit 4 songs in a row because the first time when I first started creating music, I did like a remix to Paper Planes
Okay.
from MIA, right?
Yeah.
And I actually wrote it. And like, everything I said was true. Like I felt it. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, all right, I dropped that. And then like you got a little whatever on SoundCloud. Then I did a freestyle.
Yeah.
And they liked that more. And I was like, y'all like me angry. And I was like, that's weird. So I was like, I'll never like take it serious again. So when I go there, he's figured me out. Like he's like, Charles is gonna rap like a psychopath.
Yeah.
For 4 songs. And then he's gonna hear something that's gonna catch his mind. Like, okay, yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Now give me a new beat and I'm
Yeah.
like a real person. But he'll tell me like, no. I'm like, all right.
But that's your way of figuring things out. And I get that because, like, I've had sessions with people, like just random people, and then I have sessions with the homies. And like with regular people, I make sure I have everything prepared. But if it's the homies, I might just bullshit a verse,
Yeah.
and it might come out better than something that I took my time
Yeah,
on.
because it come out. I feel like that come out the soul when you do stuff like
No,
that.
definitely.
That's kind of why I rap the way I do. I kind of like, because if I write it, I'm thinking too much, and then I gotta make it sound cooler than it is. If I just say it how it come out, it's like okay, yeah,
It's more
that makes
genuine.
sense. Right? 100%.
So me and Kilo had a conversation when he was on here about collaborating between clothing companies and artists. And I know you grew up around the blog era, so you probably seen like the 10 Deeps and stuff doing projects for artists. Would you ever do something like that?
Yeah, I've like, I got cousins who like make music, and they're really good though. But it's like getting them to be on the same page is like the hardest part for me. But it's like, and then also me being like gone for 4 years, so that's kind of where I'm getting back into like, okay, like let me act like I'm from here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, start talking to people, but I don't know. Like I did like 4 years not talking to people, so it's kind of hard. But I would love to do that with like anybody.
No, I
You
feel
just
that.
kind of have to match like a certain theme, you know?
I feel that. I have a few artists that I want to see together on a few songs, and I feel like I want to get you, Kilo, my boy 8 Ball that was on the last episode, and a couple artists that I know around the city to come together and put some projects together
I'm with that,
with the clothing companies as like presenting.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah. That'd be hard.
Kind of like I don't know if you remember when Wale did Back to the Future. With it has songs like Rather Be with Currency and J. Cole.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
sponsored by a clothing company.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's something that I've been sitting on. I was waiting to see you to bring it to your attention.
Yeah.
Me and Kilo spoke about something as well.
I'm with that, man, 100%.
But Kilo's idea is wild. He want to get like dudes from rival neighborhoods on the same songs. He trying to be like RZA was back in the days.
That'll be fire though.
It would be.
That'll be fire, especially because like I don't know, me and my cousin we've started to embrace YNs. And I just
Got
feel
to a
like,
little bit.
yeah, like you know why not?
Yeah.
Because I'm from this community. I'm not uncomfortable nowhere.
No, I feel you.
So it's like, I mean, why not? Like we the
And
same.
like for me, I completely get it, especially from Heights. Like my favorite house I've ever had was in the Heights. I went to Richmond Middle, so
My mom ain't let me go there though.
nah.
She was like, "Nah, you already got homies over there." Like, nah, I lived around the corner from
Yeah.
Richmond.
What school you
Literally,
went to? From
like
middle?
walking distance from Richmond. She was like, "Nah, I went to Arvida,"
Oh, okay.
but she didn't know Arvida was just as bad.
Yeah.
It was just as bad. Like people didn't know that, and it's like I don't know. Like it was kind of normal because I played for Richmond Park, so like, the same people she's like you can't hang out with,
You going to practice with them?
and then a lot of them like started going to Arvida, so there's nothing different like
I
at
feel
all.
that.
But I feel like that those moments kind of like molded me to be kind of adaptable. Because I can talk to anybody, and I look like this.
Nah, I
People
feel you.
ask me, how do you like, I just know how to talk.
You know, you saying that's funny because I met somebody that works for my company for the first time the other day, and he was like, "Man, he's not what I expected him to be."
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, just because I do what I do, and I am who I am, doesn't mean that I can articulate myself and have a proper conversation with you. I'm actually more likely to have a proper conversation with you
Yeah.
if you put me in the element when I gotta go to the other side. It's gonna
That's
come.
my favorite part. Like even with me being a mailman, people like, bro, like how you? So I started that job, I had an afro,
Yeah.
and then I cut it off and got a bald head. So you got tattoos on your head? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, what'd that say? I'm like,
We're not getting into
it
that.
says what it
Yeah.
says. And I'm like, damn, like how you got this job? Like I've never been to jail, bro. Like I know how to talk, bro. Like I'm not an idiot. I can
No,
show
for sure.
you, you know, that side if that's what you want, but like, nah, like I'm not stupid, bro. Like,
You know, that's the thing that I realized about this city. Like the more people I speak to, is we all have a sense of understanding of how we have to maneuver around the world. But we all still have the other side to us, and we know when that need to come out and when it does need to.
that's kind of why when I moved or whatever, like they used to ask me how I feel about the N-word, and I'm like, bro, like where I come from, like everybody say it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like I can't get mad because some of these people who aren't of my complexion have similar struggles like me.
True.
So it's like I don't care.
That's
Like,
true.
that's what you do. That's what you do.
That's the argument I really don't get into much because like before I lived in Miami, I lived in the Bronx. And everybody always like, oh, why Fat Joe say that? Like, bro, you go to the Bronx, niggas living on top of each other. Then after the Bronx, I moved to LA, and you know how LA is. Like,
I know very well.
so it's like,
Yeah, that's kind of why it's like I said, I research a bunch of random stuff, like a lot of things. Like I found out, it's not denim materials, it's another brand. They had like all the circles around the pants with the smiley face, and I was like, huh. I found that came from a prison in another country or whatever, and I was like,
oh
damn.
wow,
So I researched stuff like that. I said that to say this, like some of my best friends aren't black, right? But if I went to prison, I couldn't be cool with them.
true.
And I think that's so strange.
It's very.
I'm like, damn. So like, yeah, like you said, like it's different everywhere. So I kind of just like let people be who they want to
Yeah,
be. Like,
that's like one of my closest friends, Nixon. Nixon's a white boy, long red hair, but everybody know you touch Nixon, I'm coming
I'm
for
on
you.
your ass.
Yeah,
Literally.
like I'm 10 toes with kind of bros.
Literally, I got brothers like that for real, who hold it down for real.
And that's one of the beautiful things about living in the melting pot. Like, I don't get into talking about politics and stuff with people because your opinion is your opinion. Keep that
right.
over there. You
They
feel
don't
me?
like that though. They don't like nobody's opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, I always say opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. And most of them stink.
That's the ending of that. I never heard that part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why, like, when I have genuine people, I embrace them and I try to keep them around.
Right.
If I feel like your energy is like shifty, I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, at all.
And I'll distance myself.
I pick up on that quick.
Yeah.
When I used to smoke, I used to find out that way. Because I got bad anxiety. And I used to smoke. I started smoking like 8th grade. That's not a good thing, and I don't promote that at all.
No, I feel you.
But I did. And then as I got older, obviously I just kept smoking. And then I had an ulcer one time. And after that, I was never the same. So when I would smoke, like I would get uncomfortable around people. And I just be like, damn, like, why? And then I'll smoke around this person, and I wouldn't. I'm like, damn. The same people who actually get uncomfortable, I really don't talk to them that much.
I feel that.
Cause like it could be me, but like it could be you as well.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, cause why does this happen only
Only
when I'm
around
with
you?
Like it's kind of weird. So now I just exit out, but I paid attention to that very closely. So,
That's
yeah,
real.
Man.
Now, it's funny. I started smoking early too, but that led to me being in the field that I'm in now. Like, and I'm able to help people through the smoke. Shout out to my homie Louie. He does the same thing. He helps people through the smoke. So I get that completely. And I've had multiple people tell me that they can smoke and their anxiety might go up. And we never, growing up, we never knew the balance to that. You know what the key is to if you're ever in that situation?
What?
CBD.
I believe it.
Yeah, it counteracts that.
I believe it.
And I never do that. Like, I done took edibles and been like,
That's what
freaked
I
out
do
of my
now.
damn mind. And
That's what I do. But I'll eat like a little small edible. And be
Yeah,
cool.
like
I just want
microdose
to be, level.
no, for sure.
Because when it's empty, when there's nothing, that's scary to me.
That's when your thoughts start
But if
going
it's
the
like,
wrong way.
if the thought's already going, I can kind of maneuver and like, sometimes that one is like, but.
That's real. Shit, bro. I feel like I didn't ask you plenty, and we haven't even been here that long. We're gonna end this soon, but one last thing. Like Tampa, what made you decide to go to Tampa specifically?
So.
Was that like for the job mainly, or did you
No,
just
it
need to
was,
get away from here?
So I've been going in that area since I was in 3rd grade because my dad moved there, right?
All right.
When I was a kid, I hated it because like all my homies was here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to a totally different situation. Like my dad was like married to a lady who like just I guess knew how to manage money, so it looked better. But it was like a different situation. Like in my mom's house is like it's like freedom. you know? Like she had her structure, but it's like, bro, I'm a boy, bro. She's like, you're not stupid.
Yeah.
I can eat whatever I want, things like that. When I got up there, it's like not like that, so I hated it.
I feel that.
So I ended up visiting my dad with my my former girlfriend and my son, and I was like, my dad gonna take my son when he get here. And she said, how you know? I just know, and exactly what happened. So he took my son, so I had to go that way to go pick up my son. So I'm like, damn, it ain't no money in Miami right now. I kind of want to, move and kind of figure it out. Like, just come up here. So I did. I had a really good job. And I did it for like 10 months, working 7 days a week. And it got to a point where it made me angry. I didn't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't call me and ask me nothing because I was always sleeping because I worked every day.
No, for sure.
And it was cool. So it was just really, like, to answer your question, it was really for, like, more opportunity. But then it got to a point where, like, it felt as if I was missing who I was because I wasn't here. Because up there is, like, nobody really know me. So, like, they kind of go off this.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to talk to you because I have that vibe already.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's not like where I come from. Like, there was no art studios where I can just go and,
Yeah.
I probably could have found them, but like,
But you
nah.
working nonstop
Exactly,
too.
so
So
I can't do that. And
yeah.
it's like, even the printers for my clothes are like weird. Like, I've given people stuff like, oh, I need samples. I'll give you a bag of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, we kind of busy right now. You can drop it off. All right, cool. I drop it off. I got the images already in there. What's on there labeled. And I don't call you because you have the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I call you in 3 months.
Yeah.
But we still haven't done it. I'm like,
Oh, that's crazy.
3 months?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, how? And it's like, okay, the average person, like, oh, that's your fault because you never called them. But you have the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have my number.
Yeah.
And you also said you were busy, but I can bring it. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to press you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was stuff like that kind of discouraged me with even making clothes. Kind of why I took a time off. But then it got to a point where I just became angry because I wasn't getting that creativeness out, So, yeah, once I kind of went through the stuff and we had 2 hurricanes back to back, I'm like, I'm getting out of here, dude.
Nah, I don't blame you.
Since I've been there, I've gotten hit with every hurricane. Like, I'm like, bro, what was the whole point of me leaving Miami?
Right.
Like, what? Like, nah, bro, I got to get on. Like, nah.
Nah, I feel that completely. But shit, bro, we're going to call it a night. Tell the people your socials so they can follow you.
I'm going to give you my real social security. No, I'm just playing. So, all right, this is so embarrassing. I got like 12 Instagrams, but they all like got their own meaning. So, me is Charlo, AYECHARLO, sorry. Then it's Poor Cargo, PORCRGO. That's like something I'm working on, which is strictly what I'm doing outside of clothing and like creating. And then the brand is another fair art project, as you know.
For sure. And you guys definitely check him out. He has some dope ass pieces. I didn't mention it, but one of my favorite pieces from you is actually the Iron Mike piece. And
that's a whole nother conversation. Like, it's hard to see. Oh my God, to verbalize that, man. Let's just say that was supposed to be an anime.
Okay.
Like, that whole thing was supposed to be an anime. Like, I've been working on an anime like for like maybe 5 or 6 years. And the reason it's not even done is because I'll think of a character and I'm like, who's gonna beat him? And then it's like, who's gonna beat that guy? And my brain kind of goes on. Like, I've spent nights where I didn't sleep for like literally 2 days, just off strictly coming up with ideas for characters, their powers, how they look, where they come from. Because that's kind of my thing. Like, that's why I like Marvel over DC. But
I feel you.
Man, it get deep, bro.
Yeah, I feel that.
It get deep, man.
But man, I appreciate you guys. It's been another episode of Camino Corner with Cracc, Cobain, and we out.